Welcome back to this game that we were covering yesterday. So Black gave White counterplay, which I totally did not like. He allowed White to play g4, open up the king side. So the question is now, what would you play as Black? So pause the video, work it out. All right. So we have an interesting situation here. First, if we don't pay attention to our opponent's plans and we just think, what should we do? The answer is quite clear to me. There is one piece that's holding together Black's position. Now the piece does not look very good. This bishop on c3 does not look like a good bishop. However, it does defend the b pawn. And if we can play the move bishop a5, and if he takes, we maybe even take with the queen or the rook, and we just start to pile up on this b2 pawn, White should be defenseless. Sometimes when a bad piece is defending the opponent's position, it actually makes sense to get rid of it, and then there's like no way to actually defend the position. There's a famous Karpov game with a similar theme, where Karpov captures a bishop like this on c3. That looks like it's pretty useless. However, this move is a serious mistake, and unfortunately for Steinitz, it's the move that he played. Can you see why it's a mistake? And the answer is, White has this shocking move, rook to h7. If the king goes to if the king takes the rook, knight f6 wins the queen. If the king goes to f8, rook h8 check, king to g7. And then, I suppose, actually what he did was he went rook back to h7. And now he played queen to f2. And the queen's coming into the attack. Notice this rook on h7 is very strong. His queen's coming into h4. Black played bishop d8 in a desperate attempt to defend. Knight to e5 attacks f7. And there's really no good way to defend here. Like if rook a7, White can even try just knight takes, and if pawn takes rook, but there's probably even a better way to do it. Black instead, however, played the move king g8, which is not very helpful. And after rook a to h1, bishop f6, rook takes f7, rook f8. White finished the game with rook takes f6. And the idea is if rook takes, queen h4 attacks the rook, and will lead to queen h8 checkmate. So this is one of those moments where even though you have this tempting positional move, you just can't play it. And it was tough for Steinitz because his last move was bishop from e7 to d8, clearly with the idea of a5. But what he should have done was had some kind of... He had to admit he was wrong and probably just go back with the bishop. Keep an eye on this f6 square, and then maybe go rook back to b8 and rook to h8. And Black may still have a decent position at that point, but it's very hard once you've started a plan to kind of stop in mid-tracks. So that left Zukertort actually with a 2-1 lead in this match. Thanks for watching, and we're going to see some more key moments from this match in the future videos. Bye-bye.